All right, here we are, Game 3 between OpTic Gaming and VGJ.Storm. Game 1 going to VGJ.Storm, a smackdown on their end. OpTic Gaming, Game 2, a smackdown on their end. Both games an anti-mage was picked up, and both times that anti-mage lost. We get right on into this draft. We take a look. Night Stalker, Omni Knight, Winter Wyvern, Bat Rider, all banned out. VGJ.Storm, Bane, Naga, Beastmaster, and Necro all banned out by VGJ.Storm. And they pick up Tiny Wisp. So when they pick up Tiny Wisp, they look for this mobile attack unit so far in Tiny and Wisp. It's a usual combo. I wouldn't be surprised if Tiny's all by himself and they use the Wisp to travel over with somebody else. We'll see if Tiny's going to be in that mid lane like we saw him last game, or possibly in the safe lane. I've seen him in both. For OpTic Gaming, Sand King, and Undying, we'll see if this is Zai back onto the Sand King, and we'll see where this Undying is going to sit, if it's 4, if it's 5, between Misery and PPD. Last game also, CC&C went into the safe lane. Pycat was in the mid lane, even though I'm pretty sure CC&C is their mid laner, and Pycat's their carry. But we'll have to see how they want to attack this in terms of draft, in terms of who each person is picking in this game 3. So banned out is the Bat Rider and Puck. See what VGJ.Storm want to ban out 5th and last for this phase 2. You take a look as they've already got Tiny and Wisp. It's still a pretty open draft in terms of what they can go for. They could still pick up a safe laner or a mid. Off laner still on the board, and then another support. Wouldn't be surprised if they went with somebody like a Rubik, get that lift into the telekinesis. Wouldn't be all too bad. And they ban out the Queen of Pain. So no Queen of Pain no Queen of Pain in this game 3.
10 seconds.
We'll see what OpTic want to do. Can't go back to that Necro this time around. That was a pretty good game from CC&C on that safe lane Necro. Very early on, laning very well, keeping himself alive with the Ghost Shroud. We'll see if they go back to the Death Prophet and maybe put CC&C back on that mid. With Undying and Sand King right now, they can work well with the Burrow Strike, with the Undying. And it really comes down to VGJ.Storm. We'll talk about their lockdown and really how they're going to work with their initiation. Of course, you've got the Relocate, you've got the Blink available for Tiny once he gets it. And, you know, that was last game for VGJ.Storm where they had this Tiny, they had the Slardar, but they were just so bad in lane that they didn't get their Blink Daggers until really it was too late. You want to be able to blink in there, Avalanche Toss, be aggressive in the early goings of the game to shut down the OpTic side. And the problem is, if it comes too late, the OpTic are already strong enough to really make you pay for that kind of aggression. Shadow Shaman and Undying are going to be your supports. Sand King probably played by Zai again. So that's locked down in the Shackles, in the Burrow Strike. I'll have to see how OpTic play it if they look for maybe something like a Chaos Knight over in the safe lane, something that can hit hard, get that minus armor with the Reality Rift, and get a stun as well, and also, you know, goes for that armlet and hits very hard and can push very well. So let's take a look. VGJ.Storm, again, this lineup's very open. They could go something really, I would say maybe a global lineup if they want something like that, where they pick up the Nature's Prophet, they use the Relocate, they use the Teleportation, and could really move around the map and be ultra aggressive, which is something they look to be in all 3 games. Game 2, despite being behind, they were very aggressive, and it did cost them, but you know, that's their game plan. That's their game style, is to be very aggressive. So VGJ.Storm pick up this Earth Spirit, and that's still mobility. You know, that's early gank attempts in, you know, in the rolling boulder, the boulder smash at level 2, and there it is, that Death Prophet for CCNC. So Death Prophet, it looks like it should be a good lane mid for Death Prophet. Spirit Siphon, Shackle, Crypt Swarm, Tombstone coming out early, Decays all the time. If they do send the Shadow Shaman and Undying to gank over mid, OpTic, their lineup looks pretty good. They've got some pushing with Death Prophet coming through and the Exorcism. We'll see if this game gets late enough for the Refresher or Shard. So let's see. OpTic, last pick, safe laner. I still like the CK. I still think that CK is a very hard-hitting guy with not a lot of farm needed to really do too much. With the Death Prophet, with, you know, the Shackles or the slow from the Tombstone, the Decays that'll come in, Sand King with even more lockdown. I think CK really rounds out this lineup for OpTic, or maybe even go to the Sven. And there is that Nature's Prophet. So Nature's Prophet picked up for VGJ.Storm, and they are looking to be very global. I wouldn't even be surprised if maybe they put Tiny safe lane and go something like a Tinker over mid.
10 seconds.
Do like the minus armor on CK up against this Tiny. I do like it paired up with the rest of OpTic's lineup. So let's see. 11 seconds left on this reserve time. Ban for OpTic. Still pretty open for VGJ.Storm in terms of taking a mid or a safe laner. And Phantom Assassin banned out. Not sure if that was a random or not, because that was at 0 seconds. So let's see. Last ban coming out from VGJ.Storm.
5 seconds remaining.
I say CK is going to be the last pick. I think the last ban should be CK. If not, it's the last pick for OpTic. And then I did also say Sven said he'd work out with OpTic. I also said it would work out with VGJ.Storm. Let's see. What can you go with to line this up? You still could go mid or safe lane. I like the Sven. They all get blinks for Tiny, or they both get blinks in Tiny and Sven.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Sniper, okay. Okay, so this... Alright, this lineup makes a lot of sense. Tiny, Nature's Prophet, able to get in there deep with the Wisp, with the relocate, getting in the front lines. Keep Sniper back, you keep the Shrapnel on, you attack from far away, and OpTic maybe not really having an answer for that. Let's see if OpTic go with the CK. Troll. Thought I'd get 3 right. So, Tiny, Wisp, Earth Spirit, Nature's Prophet, and Sniper against Troll, Death Prophet, Shadow Shaman, Undying, and Sand King. I kind of like VGJ.Storm's lineup. It's very rat heavy in Nature's Prophet and Sniper. You could split push with those two heroes. Very good team fight, I think. Lockdown in Avalanche, in Boulder Smash, in a Sprout with Shrapnel over the top. But for the other side, early aggression could be the name of the game for OpTic to try and shut down VGJ.Storm. So game 3 is here. Let's go around the horn. CCNC with the Death Prophet. Zai playing that Sand King. Pycat going to be on that Troll. Misery on the Undying. PPD with the Shadow Shaman. Stand King on the Wisp. Ryoya on the Sniper. Ritsu safe lane with the Tinker. Flea with the Earth Spirit. And then finally, we've got Snaking on the Nature's Prophet. So coming over is Misery. Deep ward place. They'll probably know it's nearby, especially spotting him over on the high ground. He's in a lot of trouble with the rolling boulder from Flea. The decay hits on 2. That'll keep him alive a little bit longer, but this is going to be a problem, especially if the body blocks come out from the tree and still actually get the last hit. And Snaking, he starts this game off good. Pre-bounty rune gets first blood.
30 seconds to battle.
So very well done by VGJ.Storm, and they need to be the ones who open up a little bit of space for Sniper. I think both teams can really be aggressive early. They're both trying to open up the farm from both sides. I think they're trying to open up for Sniper on VGJ.Storm. Troll needs a little bit of farm to come online. Both these teams will try to hold for as long as they can in terms of getting those 2 heroes farm. You take a look over mid. Ryoya will be there with the Sniper up against CC&C on this Death Prophet. So CC&C back over mid after being safe lane with the Necro game 1, or being safe lane with the Necro game 2. He was mid with the Death Prophet game 1, not game 2. So let's see. Zai over here in the off lane against Ritsu again, safe lane this time with the Tiny. Let's take a look over bottom as it's Pycat looking to be up against a tri-lane of VGJ.Storm's heroes, Flea, Stand King, and then you've got Snaking, who will probably look for that Sprout coming into level 2. Let's take a look over top. Misery just continuing to harass with the Decay. Zai is here just trying to farm up with the Caustic Finale and doesn't have himself Burrow Strike just yet. But he's got PPD, and if they could get Shackle, if they could get Burrow Strike, Ritsu might be in a little bit of trouble, especially with the constant harass from this Undying. But he actually moves over to the bottom lane to help out the Troll. Got 2 heroes moving over mid, and that's Stand King and Flea. It's going to be a rolling boulder, tether in. They're going to try and get this kill on the CC&C. Shrapnel, is it available? No. So let's see if they go deep into this lane. There's the rolling boulder. Not level 2 just yet is Flea. The tether comes out. CC&C getting harassed. Not going to be killed off, but that'll open up the lane for Ryoya for sure. So this lane's going well for the side of VGJ.Storm. Snaking with the early boost of First Blood. Struggling a little bit with the decay that came his way. Rolling boulder on Misery. Still 3 bounty runes going the way of OpTic. Now there's the decay again. Misery now at 12. You gotta be very careful, but over bottom, OpTic don't exactly have really any lockdown. And you really need to keep the game open for this Troll to have a chance. I think Troll is really the key piece for OpTic, and if they can make it to that mid-game, later mid-game, they should ultimately have a chance, depending on where they are in terms of net worth differential. Courier looking like it's going to get sniped out. They'll get the kill with the Wisp. They come on over with the Rolling Boulder, as well as, not the Boulder Smash, because Flea's not level 2, but hitting away with the Shrapnel. Ryoya gets that last hit help from Stand King, who gets the kill. That sentence made 0 sense. It was Stand King who just got the kill with his last hit. So let's take a look. Phase Boot's already here for the Nature's Prophet. Zai, 2 in that Caustic Finale, and if Ritsu stays too close, he should be harassed by the Burrow Strike, by the Caustic Finale of Zai, so he's got to be very careful. Now he's got that Avalanche and Toss. I wouldn't be surprised to see Earth Spirit come over with the Wisp. They're looking to harass out bottom again. Pycat just continuing to farm around, 14-0. But But that's the Snake King 18 and 12, who's having a very good lane over in the off lane.
Too bad.
Ryoya, he's 0-0 and 1. While CCNC, his farm has been just about equal with this sniper, but he was killed a little earlier ago. Already a 2,000 net worth lead here for VGJ.Storm. Gotta really stop the bleeding for the side of OpTic, and I think that comes with maybe level 6 here for Zai with a Blink Dagger. And possibly Exorcism from CCNC to make a move and push some lanes. But they've got 3 heroes here. Snake King, no Sprout going to be used on PyCat. Meanwhile, over towards top, Ritsu's going to drop, or Ritsu's going to get the kill on Zai. Take a look over bottom again as PPD's coming over with this Invis rune. They've got PyCat possibly looking to go in. Stan King nearby PPD. Not committing to anybody just yet, but it might be Snake King as they've got themselves Zai coming over. There's the Shackle Boulder Smash. 1, 2, 3. A huge kick. Name him Ronaldo with a kick like that, but it's not going to save the life of Stan King. But Flea, he gets Snake King out of there, and that is huge. You take a look over top. Misery might be the next one to drop. There's the Avalanche and the toss. Snake King's here with the Sprout locking in Misery. 2-man decay, but he's still dead to rights with this VGJ.Storm aggression. So 4-1, VGJ.Storm, they're keeping the aggression on, but here comes Zai turning it around. Burrow Strike comes through, nothing to stop this TP out, and Ryoya able to escape. So winner moves on to the qualifier finals, and then there is the other semifinal later tonight at 10 o'clock on BTS2. Take a look, Misery getting very low. One more Avalanche would do it, but Zai again there with the save. Burrow Strike to keep Ritsu locked in and keep this Misery Undying alive. To take out the Tombstone, there's the toss with the Avalanche. Zai gonna get chased out by Ritsu and Stan King. They've got PPD, but it's really not gonna help in the grand scheme of things when Zai doesn't have enough for Burrow Strike. Picking up that tree, it will be Ritsu. They'll get the kill. Stan King with the spirits in the last hits will clean up Zai once again. So 5-1, 3,000 net worth lead, and this is the exact opposite of what I said OpTic needed to do to really stay alive in this game. They're down 3,000. Troll, he's having an okay lane, but Snake King denied that. They had their gank denied on OpTic before on Snake King, and that is ultimately going to serve to be a problem. Level 6 already. The push is on. Fleet coming over. They might look to get this kill on PyCat. They probably need one more. Let's see. They're going to go deep into the trees. Treants setting up the body blocks. There's the Treants popped again. PyCat moving forward. Fleet under this tower, so they do have vision. Know he's around. See if they can get this kill with the Sprout coming through. The Boulder Smash just too slow, and the Rolling Boulder just before the TP gets in. So Fleet and Snake King will be able to escape. So in comes Snake King. They're looking for the kill. The Rolling Boulder actually misses with the Geomagnetic Grip out on PyCat, but here comes the ulti from Snake King. Gets one kill. Meanwhile, Ritsu over top. PPD and Zai are going to give chase. Let's see if they can at least get the kill on Flea. He's pretty low. Zai trying to close the distance, but can't. And Flea staying toward the outer part of this lane to stay away from Zai.
I'll take your trip.
So 7-1 in favor of VGJ.Storm. The aggression just overwhelming OpTic right now, and they just don't seem to have a clue on what to do just yet. They gotta hold on, try and wait for the Blink Dagger out on Zai if they can, and maybe look to make a couple of aggressive plays over towards VGJ.Storm with the help of Troll. But as they smoke, here comes VGJ.Storm. They're ready to go. Ritsu coming through. That's going to be the shackles coming out on Snake King, but once again, his team is there to save the day. They'll get the kill on PBD. Another big kick. That'll stun up too. Zai and Pycat both stunned up. The Spirit Siphons coming out on both these heroes. Stand King with the tether out towards the Tiny to get away. They'll give up Flea. But another big-time kick and another good retreat coming through from VGJ.Storm. Meanwhile, they are pushing this tier 1 over mid. The Treants, the Sniper, all here. And let's see, CC and Z, Zai, all coming over, but Snake King and Ryoya looking for the escape. Burrow Strike, Epicenter charged up. Snake King in a little bit of trouble, and as I say that, he just runs out of this Epicenter. And looking like he's probably going to drop to the Caustic. No, the Burrow Strike is available. That should more than be enough, but the Shrine is there! Caster's Curse on Caster's Curse! How many times can I do it? Snake King not going to drop again. Oh my god. One more shot, should be dead. Shrine gets popped, he survives. How many times can I say a man's gonna die and he doesn't fall? I mean, it's Snake King. We've seen it so many times already today. Misery, so ripped to stay alive, had that Boulder Smash hit. Might have been another kill for VGJ.Storm. So 5,000 net worth lead here for the side of VGJ.Storm. OpTic, game plan to come back is really hope that Pycat finds enough form to really start bringing him back into this game. Maybe fight a little bit later once Zai gets that Blink Dagger. He is far away from it. Only at 500 gold just about, waiting for that 2250. So it's going to be quite some time before Zai gets himself that Blink Dagger, finds that ability to be aggressive. And may not have that kind of time to buy. The Sprout, the Assassination coming through. PPD, one more shot. Snake King's there. Down you go. And this is VGJ.Storm, again, just being so aggressive. Misery is trying to continue to decay these heroes on VGJ.Storm. Ritsu moving forward, Zai moving back. Burrow Strike comes in, rolling Boulder Geomagnetic Grid. That's going to silence up Misery. The toss comes through. Zai going to drop. They're looking for more. Ulti used by Misery, but he's surrounded by 4 heroes. And Ritsu gets the double kill. And it is 11-2 for VGJ.Storm. We're going to push this tier 2 and take it. OpTic just being heavily pressured this entire game and no answer. Okay, comes in with Ritsu. Snake King gonna TP forward. CC and or PPD is gonna drop. They have similar sets on. I'll kill off this Shadow Shaman. Back goes the Wisp. So it's an 8,000 net worth lead here for VGJ.Storm. This heavy-duty pressure, just way too much for OpTic to handle. You take a look at Tiny, he's looking for that Sange. See how long it is until he goes for a Blink Dagger. To Zai, is he even close? Not even. And he's pretty much your initiator on the side of OpTic. For the side of VGJ.Storm, they have all kinds of initiation. They can TP in with Snake King. Take a look over mid. Burrow Strike comes through. The Sniper might be in a little bit of trouble. The Epicenter is going to be placed right on top of Ryoya, but another big kick from Flea. Got Snake King coming over. That's going to be a Sprout. Zai gets out. Misery going to be a little bit low. The Decay to try and keep himself alive. PPD is here, but now in comes Ritsu. They've got themselves 1, now 2 in Zai and Misery. And they take another fight with their global presence. Again, it's just VGJ. They're able to come on over, rotate so easily with a teleportation or the relocate. If one guy gets got on, you got to expect VGJ.Storm to be there in just a moment. OpTic, who looks so good in that game too. Again, it's just opposite sides of the spectrum. 10,000 net worth lead here for the side of VGJ.Storm. They are smoked up, looking to be aggressive again. S and Y out for Ritsu. Relocate over top. They're going to find Pycat. Sprout's actually not going to lock him in yet. There's the Avalanche. Treants coming through. Spirits hitting away. The toss is there, but Stan King's already got himself the last hit. Doesn't quite matter. They come all the way back. They show Flea. They're looking for the rolling boulders. CC and C nearby. If they can get the boulder smash or the geomagnetic grip to silence them up, they could chase. And it doesn't matter. They're still going to chase anyway. Avalanche hits CC&C, thrown back to his teammate. Spirit Siphon breaks, assassination through, and there's another kill for Stan King. This is a 4-1-9 Wisp.
Won't last long. Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Taking a look at that net worth, it's all 3 cores on the side of VGJ.Storm are ahead. It's actually not the sniper who is ahead, it's the Tiny. Thought Sniper was going to have a lot of time to farm and really move his net worth to the top, but it doesn't matter when it's your teammate anyway. And Ritsu, take a look. He's just been all over the map with the help of that Wisp. They're constantly moving around. They're constantly pressuring OpTic, and there's just no way for OpTic to know. You go in on 1 hero, you're losing 3. And there's Misery with Ritsu and Stan King. That's actually the relocate gone. Or not the relocate gun, they're already involved in the fight is what I'm trying to say, but they do have the possibility of snaking coming over. These treant blocks are just too much. They can't catch up to any of these heroes on VGJ.Storm. And Ritsu gets the kill on Misery anyway. They look to engage again. It's just very impressive VGJ.Storm on how they've played this game. Ritsu coming in, thinking about moving forward, but PPD as well as Zai are here. Not really too sure how much that means, but now they're moving all the way top with the relocate. Boulder Smash, Geomagnetic Grip's going to be out on Pycat. They've got a lot of heroes here to get the kill. They'll clean up one. They're looking for more. The Burrow Strike from Zai to try and get themselves the kill on Stan King. They don't even get that. The Epicenter is going to be used, and he's finally going to be killed off by Misery with that Soul Rip. The Magnetize is out. It's reapplied, and they're going to kill off PPD. Flea. He's done his work. He'll gracefully die. Now they actually look for Ritsu, but there's the Sprout, and CC and C can no longer chase. And just for your troubles, I throw a tree at your face. So 19-4, 13,000 net worth lead. All the while, Ryoya pushing bottom. Such an advantage right now. VGJ.Storm. They can continue to pressure, continue to have this global presence above OpTic. Who really are a little bit scared to move out from their base. Ritsu gonna find himself Misery. Here comes the rest of the team. Pycat, CC, and C. They have the ability to TP out if they need to with the relocate, but it's actually on cooldown for 40 seconds. Never mind that. Last statement. Stan King might drop, but if they get someone to tether to, he might survive. One more shot, down he goes. Ritsu a little bit too far away to get the tether. All this is happening. Ryoya looking for that Maelstrom, has himself the Mask of Madness. His farm's been great. Second on the net worth, third on the net worth now. Thank you, Snake King. Let's take a look at his Orchid, looking for the Shadow Blade next. OpTic, they still got to be a little bit aggressive. Hope they can find something. They finally have that Blink Dagger out on Zai. I think they've had that for a couple of minutes. And maybe they can use that to start chipping away at this net worth lead that VGJ.Storm has. It's going to be tough. They got to find solo pickoffs, but you know, there's just the possibility of the rest of the team coming in. Really, the thing is, if you catch out the Wisp, you really do have the possibility of continuing on deep for OpTic. But if you're not finding the Wisp, the possibility of two heroes coming in with an Avalanche and a Toss, going going to really deter the side of OpTic from going in too far in VGJ.Storm. This has really just been an unmanaged sniper. Ryoya just continuing to farm up. Nobody coming over at all, and they're only worrying about these heroes mid. Zai, he does have that Blink Dagger available. Ritsu's here with the invis of the Shadow Blade. They already get the kill on Misery. It's going to be a Burrow Strike coming through onto Snaking as well as the Epicenter, but he still doesn't have enough. The Geomagnetic Grip is going to silence him up. They've got the Serpent Wards on top of Ritsu, but they've already lost 2 in Zai and Misery. They break through these Serpent Wards. They look for more. The silence out on a Flea. Can't Rolling Boulder in, but you've got the deep TP in from Snaking. There's the toss, the kill. It's a dunk, LeBron style, on top of PPD. Or a three-pointer, not a dunk. Dunk would be more axe. And a better athlete would be probably Curry. There's the Avalanche on top of Misery. It's going to be Yule's up, silence as well. The toss of a zombie, not really doing too much, but there's the Shadow Blade and OpTic looking to chase. This may not be the right ideas. Now they've got themselves the tether, the relocate out, the Boulder Smash to lock in Podcat. This could be a turn they're looking for. Flea's already put the Magnetize out on them. Ritsu's going to get help to get that kill on Misery. Stan King gets credit for it. The toss on his eye, that's going to be 2. They're looking for more in CC&C. He's trying to run. He's trying to hide, but there's nothing he can do. The treants are here. Sniper is here, and down he'll fall. You take a look a little bit deeper. Is now PPD tossed on. Assassination comes in from the Sniper, and it's 4 dead. Buyback from CC&C. A little bit of a tilt buyback as he's Avalanche tossed back to the team. Silence on 3, not gonna matter. Dead he is. GG is called. OpTic lose, and VGJ.Storm will move on to the finals. So another great performance from VGJ.Storm. Games 1 and 3 were super impressive over OpTic. They win 27-5. You take a look at this scoreboard, 14-0 for Ritsu. Just no answer. And I mean, even if they had an answer for Tiny at that point, you let Ryoya just farm away the entire time. You saw him come into that last fight. He really wasn't needed the entire time. And then he starts dropping heroes. So OpTic Gaming, they're eliminated from this qualifier. They won't be going to MDL. And moving on to the finals will be VGJ.Storm with a 2-1 win over OpTic. You take a look at the graph. It was all VGJ.Storm the entire time. And they looked very impressive in this Game 3. And very impressive in this series overall. So that's going to be VGJ.Storm moving on to the finals. The other semifinal played at 10 o'clock Eastern. That's in 3 hours, 40 minutes. I'll be back with that then. Follow me on Twitter at BCOP92 on Twitter. That's BKOP92. And I'm your caster, BCOP. I hope you enjoyed this. And you guys have been pretty great. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.